Confirm you can hear me wherever you are. Confirm you can hear me. And let me know where you're watching from. Confirm you can hear me. Yes, confirm. Confirm if you can hear me. Where are you watching from? Confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say hi. Let's begin. Confirm if you can hear me. Where are you watching from? If you can hear me, say hi. If you can hear me, say hi.
Secure my data, keep it private and safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption, firewalls, protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands, we decide what's wrong or right. Data protection, oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our logs devotion. Safeguard our privacy with strong encryption. Secure my data, keep it private and safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption, firewalls, protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands, we decide what's wrong or right. Data protection, oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our logs devotion. Safeguard our privacy with strong encryption. Secure my data, keep it private and safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption, firewalls, protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands, we decide what's wrong or right. Data protection, oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our logs devotion. Safeguard our privacy with strong encryption. Secure my data, keep it private and safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption, firewalls, protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our secure my data, keep it private and safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption, firewalls,
Confirm you can hear me.
No more breaches, no
And leave a comment
unauthorized.
so that we could start
Let's
this
create a
conversation.
shield
If you can hear me,
to
just say
privacy
hi.
on
Say
track.
hi in the comment section.
Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide what's
Confirm
wrong
you can
or
hear me
right.
so that we could begin.
Data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control.
If there's no one watching, then there's no need. So let's be sure that we have people connected to this
Strong
discussion so that we could
encryption.
start. Just drop a comment. I can hear you. Let's be sure you are there.
Keep it private, safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control.
If you are there, say I can hear you.
God's devotion.
Reply
Safeguard our
via the
privacy.
comment section. I can hear you.
Strong encryption. Secure my data. Keep it private.
Can you hear me?
In this
Okay.
digital world, let's make
Yeah. Hello. Test, you're there.
firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more
Test. Okay, that's good.
no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide
Okay.
what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh,
At least we have some persons online connected. Let's make progress.
our information.
All right, that's good. We have more people coming in. All right, today we'll be discussing the Nigerian cyberspace and the way forward. Of course, you all are aware of what happened last night. The social media account of Adamawa State Governor Usman Fintri. That's his name, right?
Secure my data.
Usman Fintri.
Private.
His account was hacked.
In this digital
Not just hacked, a phishing link was
peace. Encryption firewall.
embedded,
Information.
and that happened to our governor,
The key to our
governor of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So let's look at what is actually
no unauthorized access.
going wrong and a way forward.
Let's create a shield. Put our privacy on track.
Okay,
Boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight.
your contributions are welcomed, and if you'd like to join me, you can
Decide what's wrong.
join me. Drop your comments, questions, and contributions.
Let it
And the first thing I would like to talk about the negligence, that's the attitude of those that are in charge of these institutions. Attitude is one major issue. Negligence, they are not interested in cyber security. It's not as if They do not like to secure their infrastructure accounts, but it's not their priority. And that is why everybody must understand that you don't leave it for the government to do alone. You all have a part to play. Now, see how easy it was for someone to hack the account of a governor, not a member state house of rep or just a politician, but a governor. I know it will never happen to our president. Of course, we have very good, strong persons in the DSS, NIA, and the rest of them. We should be able to protect our president. But this calls for concern, calls for a very big concern. And we need to talk about this. A lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. Yeah, a lot has been happening. Of course, you are aware that we have poor attention paid to the digital infrastructure when it comes to security. Very important. You would observe that lots of organizations, foreign bodies, they sign agreement with the government. Millions of dollars are being invested into digital education. So, what kind of education is being provided? Who receives this education, and what is the impact? We hear United Nations, different countries, even the Middle East has just signed an agreement with the government to train Nigerians on digital skills. We had another one signed some months back by another country. In fact, this year alone, we've had like three contracts or three collaborations on digital skill training. So, what is the attention for? What is this skill all about? Who is receiving the training? Now, now, let me take your attention back to 3MTT. 3MTT. 3MTT to train 3 million Nigerians. Now, this has been ongoing for some time. What is the impact? What is the impact? 3 million technical talent. What is the impact? I've met with a lot of them. These guys, after receiving the training, of course, they were promised that they will have internship and some other things, and many joined because of those things. Not that they had passion for tech, and some of them that chose cybersecurity, they had passion for cybersecurity, and they were enrolled, and some of them trained for a very short time. Now, let me be honest with people. Soldiers don't do 2 weeks or 3 weeks training. If you ask them, they don't do. In fact, if they want to fast track your training, they will assume you already have experience. So they can say, okay, we just do like some months, 3 months, 6 months training. Then you can handle the gun. And now, how come millions of dollars is being channeled into 2 to 3 weeks training? And that's physical, right? Then the hybrid, which is online, talk about 3 to 6 months. Now, I want to understand. Is it possible to learn how to shoot a gun online? It is not possible. It is not possible. So, let's drop your questions wherever you're watching me from. Your contributions, I would respond. Of course, this is just a discussion topic, and like I said, our training will kick off from next week. Okay, so we're talking about the Nigerian cyberspace and the way forward. What should be done? What should be done? July 9th and 10th, the body in charge of cybersecurity and other organizations, they had their first ever conference, cybersecurity conference in Nigeria. We had a lot of speakers, professors, PhD holders, directors of organizations that came to speak. They had their speech, they made their presentations. But we need to understand that cybersecurity is far from speech and presentations. That is verbal, paperwork presentations. Cybersecurity is far from that. And that is why the military don't come out all the time to give speech. If there's a challenge, they go for it straightforward.
We decide what's
It is when you
wrong
don't
or
actually
right.
know what to
Data
do, that is when you begin to
protection.
give speech.
Oh, let flow.
Yes, very, very important.
Keep
Very,
our
very important.
information in control. Don't
Very, very
keep
important.
our love's devotion. Safeguard our privacy.
Okay, I would
Strong
like to have your
encryption.
contributions and questions before we continue. For now, I'll take off the video and be back in about a minute just to fix something.
Secure my data.
All right.
Keep it private, safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield,
All right.
to privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our love's devotion. Safeguard our privacy. Strong encryption. Secure my data. Keep it private, safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our love's devotion. Safeguard our privacy. Strong encryption. Secure my data. Keep it private, safe. In this digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our love's devotion. Safeguard our privacy. Strong encryption. key to our liberation. No more breaches, no unauthorized access. Let's create a shield, put our privacy on track. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data
All
in
right,
our hands. We
we're back.
decide what's wrong or right.
Okay,
Data protection.
what we have on the screen,
Let it flow. Keep our information in control. Flow. Keep our logs
we are going to be looking at
privacy.
our cyberspace.
Strong encryption.
We're going to look at what is coming in and going out of our cyberspace. And then we can see a very high risk from the intelligence we have here. There is a high risk, and it's called an advanced persistent threat attack.
You're my diamond
But it is not coming into Nigeria, it is going out of Nigeria from Lagos.
in this digital world. Let's
This is
maintain
going out of
encryption firewalls. Protect the information.
Nigeria from Lagos.
Data
It's going to a country,
the key
Eskisehi.
liberation.
And then we have another attack, critical attack.
No breaches.
It's a camera attack. It's a camera attack, and
Let's create
it's coming into Lagos.
our privacy on track.
The camera attack, the name of the camera is
Secrets
PTZ. Okay, yes, these are cameras, and these cameras are being used inside the National Assembly. But the attack is not in Abuja. It is from a country,
information.
it's a city, Richardson City to Lagos. A city. So you don't think
Strong encryption.
it's a city in Texas. From Texas, there's an attack hitting PTC cameras in Lagos. So if you are in Lagos and you use this kind of camera, make sure you check your camera. If there are updates, try to update your camera to avoid such attacks. Very, very important.
In this digital
Very, very important.
let's maintain the peace.
I'm going to throw more light on that before we receive another intel on the attack. Now, this is called PTZ optics exploit.
To our liberation.
Okay.
No more breaches.
Now, this attack, let me explain, please. Is going to
Let's create a shield.
exploit what we call authentication bypass vulnerability.
Secrets locked tight.
All right. So these cameras, we have these cameras installed in your office,
Decide what's wrong.
at home, or anywhere at all.
Protection.
Then there's possibility for a remote access. So unauthenticated attacker could exploit this vulnerability and then send the request to the server. Once there is success in the exploit, the attacker will be able to hear you or even see you. The attack is aimed at the PTZ optics camera. So you can see from my screen, I've shared the intelligence information, and it's coming from Richardson all the way to Lagos. So if you have anybody using this camera in Lagos, that camera is under attack. So you don't come out to cry foul that somebody is spying on you, somebody has captured you when you were naked and trying to blackmail you. Now these are the issues we have in Nigeria. Okay, these are the issues we have in Nigeria. We should move from talking to walking. All right, there's no need for all these meetings and gathering and speeches and presentation. We should start doing something that is practical. How do you protect the cyberspace? That should be the subject and not English, and then approving forms without any impact. You see. Now over 4,000. Wow. Can you see my screen? You can see my screen. Over 4,000 PTZ. I didn't prevent to share that camera, but just go to your Google, type PTZ optics, 30x. That is the model. Now I have attacks coming from Lagos going to Ankara. Lagos boys at it again. What kind of attack is that? Let me see. I want to be sure. That's. Can you see that? Okay. Now this is called argument injection attack. Have you heard a kind of attack before? It's argument injection attack. And that's what we call argument injection vulnerability, usually found on in PHP, mostly PHP. Now, what happens here is that when you pass untrusted inputs, now this is not validation now, this is untrusted inputs. When they are passed as arguments, when executing these commands, then you have argument injection. Okay. So let's see. We have 4 attacks from Lagos going down to Ankara. Those of you that are good travelers, you should be able to tell us where you have Ankara. Ankara is in Turkey. What are you looking for in Turkey? Well, there could be an application, probably a bank or something, that has this vulnerability that they are exploiting from Lagos. They're exploiting this vulnerability from Lagos. So attention should be called immediately. Something should be done. Something should be done. It's a massive attack from Lagos to Ankara. Very massive attack. Okay, now talking about the PTZ cameras. Please, if you have PTZ camera, PT30X version 6.3 below, please go and check your camera and update them. The exploit is 90%, 90, which means it doesn't take the attacker much time to break into your camera. Very, very important. Go and upgrade the firmware or an update to be secure. So if now, I don't know, those in Turkey, if you're a Nigerian in Turkey, also be very careful. If you have products that are using PHP versions like 8.1 to 8.3, but 8.3.8 is free from this vulnerability and attack. So if you are using 8.3 and below, you're in trouble. Please go and check. Very, very important. Go and check. So we are only after the Nigerian cyberspace. What comes in and what goes out. Let's see what's happening. Once there's a new intel, I will let us know. I'm going to explain them. And if you have questions, how do you see the attacks? Okay, how do you see the attacks? Well, I'm seeing them, but as a professional or an analyst, you should be able to see the attack and explain in details what the attack is supposed to do and how to prevent them. So I can see the attack from here, but if you look at my screen up there, I'm showing the intel. You can find all the intel, Lagos to social country, or from social country to Lagos. Now I have another one here. I have another one, another attack. Let's see if the intel has been updated. This is PHP remote code execution. Kaduna to Amsterdam. Kaduna boys too are hacking. Well, I know, see Ikeja. Why not? Ikeja, there were good hackers in Ikeja. I know those days. I was there, so we have some guys that are working. Shagamu also. Shagamu is close to Lagos. So some guys are running away from things, they moved down to Shagamu. Okay, so we have Kaduna to Amsterdam. They are all attacking Amsterdam. I'm seeing this to be a cartel because it's not possible to have, this is a coordinated attack, not possible to have an attack, a particular attack from different locations to a particular country or city. So I'm seeing this from Kaduna to Amsterdam, and I'm also seeing from Lagos to Amsterdam, Ikeja to Amsterdam. This is a DOS attack. We are out of the PHP remote code execution. So this is a DOS attack. So denial of service, they're trying to bring something down. No wonder we'll have it from different locations. So this is a DOS from each location, making it a DDoS. Yeah. So we have DOS from each location, making it a DDoS. Very, very important. Okay.
Let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation. No more breaches. No
Very, very important.
unauthorized access.
You can't see my screen.
Let's create a shield. Put our privacy
It's
on
up there.
respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight, data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right.
Should be able to see it now.
Data protection, oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our love's devotion.
Can you see?
All our privacy,
Should be able to see that now.
strong encryption. Secure my data,
Okay, can you see that?
private safe. In this digital
Uh,
world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls protect the information.
Can you see that?
Data privacy,
Very, very important.
key to our liberation. No more
Someone says, Nigeria, they mumu themselves. Make them allow boys to run streets.
our privacy on check. Respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight. Data in our hands.
Grace says, explain. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Data protection.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to break them down. So we have a DOS attack from different states, and I see this to be a distributed denial of service. And then we have Asaba. Asaba is also working. Asaba to Quito. Where is Quito? Where is Quito? Quito is in Ecuador. Well, what do you have in Ecuador? If you know what these guys are looking for in Ecuador, let me know. From Asaba to Ecuador. Well, I know Ecuador to be a kind of well, they have talk about drugs. They have some weaknesses that could allow some fraud and other scam to pass through them. So what I'm seeing Asaba. So the issue here is it is not just Abuja or Lagos. I've mentioned Kaduna, I've mentioned Asaba, I've mentioned Shagamu. Shagamu is in Ogun State. You see different attacks coming from these places. Asaba, let's see what they have in Asaba or what they are doing, what they are trying to exploit. This is Netgear router, unauthenticated remote code execution. So they are trying to break into a router, a Netgear router located in Ecuador. That is Quito, city called Quito. So if you have this router and you have version 1.1.00.48, please go and work on it. What can these guys in Asaba do? They can gain control of this router. And once you have access to the router, whatever you are doing, if you type your credit card, you definitely hijack them. no matter the encryption, because it's possible to do perform what we call TLSSS script, stripping. You strip off the encryption on a particular network. So you assume that it is secured, but once it passes through that of the hacker, now from Asaba, another attack, Asaba to Singapore. Asaba to Singapore. Singapore is a good destination for some guys, but this time is the real tech SDK attack. Wow. The CCTV camera also is being attacked. The CCTV camera. D-Link router from Asaba. It's like a lot of things is happening in this Asaba. We have a lot happening in Asaba. A lot happening in Asaba. Yeah, a lot happening in Asaba. Yes, hello. You said can I teach cybersecurity? Yes, we have an academy. Go to cybergun.co. Go to cybergun.co. We have an academy. You should be able to enroll and learn if you want to learn. Yes, you should be able to enroll and learn if you want to learn. So we are still on our discussion, which is the Nigerian cyberspace. The Nigerian cyberspace, very, very important. So if you have questions you want to ask. Ademola says, Ademola, can you teach? Yeah, like we are opening up by next week. By next week, yes. So, but what we are doing today, we are discussing and trying to see what's happening on the cyberspace. So where we are now, the D-Link attack from Asaba. Asaba too, they are trying. I've seen more attacks from Delta State than even Lagos State. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I need to know what's happening. Asaba, Delta State, what is going on? Okay, let's see what we have next. I we said Asaba some years back. It's like they're even doing more than Lagos, because the rate of attack I'm seeing and the techniques that is being deployed from Asaba. Yes, Asaba. Asaba. We are still waiting for an update from the Intel. So they are attacking Retech software development kit. This is a very dangerous attack. A very dangerous attack. Please, D-Link should be very, very careful with this attack. It's going to affect a lot of routers. This is a command execution vulnerability that is being exploited. So I will just mention the routers being affected. D-Link DIR501, DIR515, DR600L, 605, 619, 809, and 905. 905. This will allow the attacker to gain full access to the device. Many, you see, what I'm saying. Our trainees, they are aware of what I'm saying. There are banks, there are organizations that they are not even aware that people are connected to their network. When you have all these vulnerabilities, why won't people connect? Most people have connected for 1 year, some 2 years, some three. They are there, some 2 months, and they are not aware. That is what's happening, and that is the reason the account of a governor in Nigeria will be hacked. The governor was not aware. His aides, they were not aware. All the people, even the IT, whatever they have in that state, they didn't even see it. We came out and we were shouting. We had to share it everywhere for people to see and share to the Adamawa state government before they brought it down. Go and check our YouTube, check X, check Facebook, check everywhere. You will find the publication. We are doing our best. Without everything you see is being funded by Cybergun and Cybergun allies. International Cybersecurity Research Center, which is a research organization specialized in cybersecurity and AI security. So we have no funding from any of the governments, and that is why we are serious about what we are doing. That is why we are straightforward, we are practical in security. Do you understand? Okay, so if you want to protect your account, you need to take responsibility today. Very, very important. Security is not in words. Ethical hacking is not by talking. Now you can see attacks from Asaba. Most of these Asaba attacks are just in their room. And people that are in Asaba, the whoever that is in charge of cybersecurity in Asaba might be speaking English, coming to make presentations and calling the media to talk about all these things. But see the problem, it will not be addressed. Other countries, they have a robust cybersecurity control. Not just framework that is not practicable. You develop a framework, you don't even consult people who are active in cybersecurity. Yeah, what Interpol said. Interpol said they liaise with the private organizations because these people, they have labored to understand how these things work. So they have more knowledge and skill in terms of investigation, security, and tools. So Interpol, they were saying that they even learn from private organizations. But some governments in some countries, they have pride. They feel they can do it, and that is why they are vulnerable. Even the mighty US, the B2 was built by a company. You know, when you don't understand how things work, you behave anyhow. Yes. But of course, it will a politician or a government or a president or a governor will break the record to prioritize cybersecurity in their state, country, locality. You know, I've never seen a project, a governor or anybody coming out to perform holistic practical security. All you hear is we are partnering with this to provide digital skill. They will just call a few persons together and then give them hybrid training and they will go home. People they are calling together, they are not people who have passion for security. These are people that just want to collect whatever benefit and they go. Now, even the contractor, they are also not interested in securing cyberspace. They are only interested in collecting the money or every other relationship that will lead to another. That's all. But people who have this passion to secure the cyberspace, they only come to collect ideas from them. That is what they come to do from us. Our conference, they come to pick ideas. They always visit. They don't know that if you access our asset, we know you are the one. Once you come, your fingerprint is there, and wherever else you land, we know where you are. So we know all those coming to collect ideas. If you drop any digital asset, all everything is being tracked. We are not. People come from outside the country, to Cybergun here in Nigeria. So we are also not interested in things that that will not favor us. Do you understand? If you are coming with your own idea, we will collaborate and partner to solve this problem. This is a big problem in Nigeria. Now, what this is almost for, the government have not come out to say anything about the attack. Adam also have not said anything. The cybersecurity center has not said anything. Nobody has said it's been overlooked. Now, did you know that there is what we call incident response? And there has to be a team to champion this cause. Once there's any incident, they will come out first to comment on that. See what happened to GT. When GT had issues, they came out to say, okay, we're having a challenge. And they went back to solve their problem, to investigate. When they were done, they came out to say, okay, this was the problem. But nothing happened. Yeah, well, they had nothing to say because even the link, they don't even know how to track it. They don't know how to track the hacker and everything that has to do with that attack. It was quite successful. How do you join your next? You mean next section? At Demola, you mean next section? Please respond. See, how do you join in next section? Please let me know. You mean next section or next state? Well, we are done with Abuja for the hack tour. So we are moving to other states that are ready. I'm moving to other states that are ready. We are waiting for more intel so that we could. I think we have one already. It's still Asaba. More attacks coming from Asaba. I don't know what is happening in Asaba. It's still the same SDK, software development kit. That's not too good to hear from Asaba. Okay, now we have more. Let's see them. Lagos. Lagos is here again. What is happening in Lagos? Let's see. APT attack. APT attack. I'm going to show you. This is what's the APT is called Etlamia. Etlamia. Etlamia is a very dangerous. Etlamia is very dangerous. You can see on my screen, right? Now, if you are using a plugin called S-Stream, you are in trouble. Please check your infrastructure. If you have this plugin, there's a problem. If you have questions, you are free to ask me questions. This is live threat intelligence. If you have questions, you ask me, I will attend to your questions. If you have contributions, you can contribute. And then we have an attack coming from Richardson to Lagos. Well, it might also be a Nigerian. The same camera attack. The same camera attack. You can join the next state, but it depends on your own state. Where are you located? Okay, thank you. Another voice is speaking in the background. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that information. Okay, so we're not spending much time. Let me hear your questions. If you are watching me from the UK, you're watching from US, if you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, you're watching from Facebook, anywhere you're watching from, you're watching on TV, anywhere you're watching from, ask your questions. You're free to contribute. And if you'd like me to compare it with other countries, let me know. So we have This attack, extreme plugin. Hope you're seeing that extreme plugin from Richardson to Lagos. Very, very important. So extreme. Huh? Okay. So the hacker will be able to gain control of any infrastructure. And if you have your version from 2020 and below, you are vulnerable to this attack. Okay. I have a question here. She says, how do I know that someone is connected to my network? Yes. Very, very important and perfect question, Grace. Very, very important. Now, it is important for every organization. I would take it both from the individual side and the organization. If you don't have my book, go and get this book. Go and get this book. This is network security. Here I reviewed 18 advanced attacks. These attacks can be used by any attacker to gain access into your network, and the person will remain there for years without you knowing. Very easy to demonstrate in our workshops. In less than 5 minutes, the hacker will be in your network using your data, and you'll be complaining that MTN finished your data. That's not true. So I'm going to answer this question now. Always monitor your connection, whether individual or corporate organizations. Always monitor your connection. Always monitor your connection, because the hacker will be there, and there are other forms of security you could deploy. You could restrict access based on MAC address. That does not mean you are stopping the hacker. The hacker can still bypass that, but to some extent, depends on the sophistication of the techniques of the hacker. But at some point, at least you should be able to give the attacker some headache, and some of them will just give up. Okay, restrict access, restrict connection via MAC address or any kind of restriction that you could do, and always monitor for strange connected devices. Very, very important. Number 3, label all connected devices. So when a strange one connects, the strange one will only show the MAC address of the connected device. So if you see such, then you know that okay, you have a guest. What you do, you block or you remove. No, you block, don't even remove. Because if you remove, the hacker can still connect. But when you block, then you have denied the hacker access. But you blocking the hacker, there's still a way to bypass that. So security is not 100% guaranteed. Yeah, there's always a way around it. But going around it depends on the techniques of the hacker. You understand? So at least for some time, you should be able to give the hacker some headache. Unless the state-sponsored attack, heavily funded, then they will do everything possible to break it because they are funded and sponsored. Very, very important. And for organizations, deploy intrusion detection systems, prevention systems, all kinds of systems. Many people don't even know how to use this simple tool, Wireshark, that is even free to monitor their network. There are lots of monitoring tools that you could deploy. They are not even expensive. To get these tools, monitor your network to be sure you don't have someone connected to your network. Very, very important. Wherever you're watching me from, ask your questions. Thank you, Grace, for that question. Thank you for that question. If you have questions, you are free to ask your question. Ask your. Okay. If you have contributions, you're also free to contribute. Wherever you're watching us from, let us know where you're watching us from, and let's go with our analysis. All right. So we have a remote code execution targeting PHP from Singapore to Lagos. We have Singapore to Lagos. We have Francisco to Lagos. Yeah, of course, when it comes to technology, Lagos has been ahead, Lagos has been ahead. So we have lots of infrastructures. Yeah, lots of data centers, lots of networks in Lagos. That's why you see lots of attack being targeted at Lagos. Most of these attacks target even our infrastructure, even government infrastructure. You see, so very very important. We are monitoring this in real time. We were able to detect the Adamawa hack when it happened. Uh, just like I predicted before that day, that was some days before that hack. We will see experience more of this. If the politicians don't do what they are supposed to do, you're going to experience a lot of this. 2027 is fast approaching. Competitors will try to hack others, envy, you will see a lot of hack. Things will happen, definitely. Definitely. We'll be here, we're on the cyberspace, we'll keep monitoring and providing this information until they do what they ought to do. Very, very important. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. We have attacks leaving Lagos. We have attacks coming to Lagos. We have three attacks. Three attacks. And it's a malware. That's a very dangerous malware. Huh? I'll break it down. It's a very dangerous malware. Very dangerous malware. Amsterdam. HTTP rapid reset attack. Amsterdam. Okay, that's fine. There's something you have to understand. Attacks are inevitable. I've said it countless times. But how you prepare and how you defend your territory matters. You could have all these attacks and you have developed or placed a sophisticated defense measures. Then all these attacks will come, but there will be no impact. Do you understand? There will be no damage. But a situation where you don't have the infrastructure to defend, you only have paperwork, you only have speeches and meetings without result. You only have people bringing in millions of dollars for digital scale without result. You're going to see negative impact on the cyberspace. That's what's happening. I was not happy to see that the account of the governor was hacked. Yeah, it looks embarrassing. Just like saying my account was hacked. I have foundation knowledge in the domain, okay? That's good, that's good. Said he wants to be an expert. He has foundation knowledge. Yes, cybersecurity is a journey. It's not a one-time thing. It's something you remain in. You choose to remain in it. So if you have the foundation and you wish to continue, well, I welcome you. You do all you ought to do and pledge to protect and not to destroy. That is what we do. We are not destroying. We protect. And because it's something we have given our attention to, you can see we have more information than any other organization or parastatal. When it comes to the cyberspace, we even provide this information to those who should have them before us. We provide it for them to work. Okay? Provide it for them to get the cyberspace protected. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. You have questions you can ask. Otherwise, at exactly 3:30, we would like to end this live stream. Like I said, our training commences next week. Someone says, well done, but I can't see your name. Could you drop your name? I would have called your name. If you have questions, contributions, you drop them. How do I monitor my bank account apart from bank management? How do I monitor my bank account apart from Grace? The challenge we are having here is just like some banks, I wouldn't mention these banks, they do not. Most of them do not give you alerts in real time. So because there's no how you can be monitoring, you open your app or your account on your PC and you are there monitoring 24 hours. The only way possible to monitor it real time is having real time SMS alert, email alert, every form of alert. Do you understand? Every form of alert, live notification, depending on the app, depending on how they built their app or how it was configured. But in most banks in Nigeria, the alerts don't come in real time, you know. And if it doesn't come in real time, the hacker will do away with the money even before you try to find a way around it. If someone has stolen your card details and is pulling out funds from the account, if he has done the first one and you got the alert in real time, you will be able to block the card. But if you don't get the alert in real time, you will move all the funds. That's the challenge. And even in my own account, most of the alerts come in very late. In fact, I made a transaction in USD yesterday, and I just got the alert like 2 hours ago. I made you see that. So if someone had my international card details and use it for payment, because it's possible, it doesn't need my OTP, it doesn't need anything. The hacker can use the card to make any purchase or use it for anything, and it will be successful. So if he have done that, probably because of whatever, he was trying to do $500 every hour or $1,000 every hour, the alert will not come. I wouldn't know until the whole funds moved out. And when you walk to the bank will deny you. We have seen a lot of videos like that. They will even claim that you made the transfer, you initiated the transfer. You see, there is no infrastructure, there is no framework to checkmate these things. Why would the bank blame the victim? No investigation. Why would they investigate? They have the skill to investigate. They have the knowledge. All these bankers, including security tellers, they don't have good background in cybersecurity. I was in bank for Western Union, and when I got there, she told me there was no network. I said, okay, no problem. I waited. She said the network was bad. She checked my code. I said there was no money there. I said no problem. On the spot, I tracked the code. I said I saw the money. I said this is the money. Then she had to go back and start working on it to call one or two persons to assist her before the job was done. So this is the issue. Is it that they don't have the money to train their staff or to employ people who know about cybersecurity or people who know about how to use the technology? They employ people randomly, and then those who are learning how to code cybersecurity, active in technology, they don't get these jobs. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. This is very, very bad. Thank you, Grace, for that question. If you have another question, okay, say one time my Instagram account I had grown for years was stolen. Wow. Wow, that is not good to hear. That's not good to hear. Was stolen. Okay, honestly, it was stolen by people who need them for a job. Yeah, the dating frauds, scam, and most of the scams require active Instagram accounts. So they will steal yours to perpetrate the fraud. I hope you have removed all your details and tracked it or even brought it down. Next time, if you don't need it back, try to report the account so they don't use your credentials identity theft to steal, and that would affect you. You understand? That would affect you. So it's actually possible to recover the account. If it's not long, it could be recovered. That is, if the hacker has not removed all your credentials, all your details on the account. If there is no way we could prove it, then it's to ethically hack it back. If you can prove it belongs to you. So those are the things we need to work on in our act. So if we want to get that kind of account back for you, is to hack it. But if you hack it now, it is no longer ethical because it's assumed it belongs to the guy who stole it from you. Then how do we prove down that it was stolen from you? So these are the issues we are talking about on cyberspace that we need to address. And the Cybercrime Act, as amended, was done by people who speak English, not people who hack. Do you understand? They did not consult people who hack, who do the real hacking. If they had done that, a lot of things wouldn't have been there, and a lot of things that are missing would have been there. That's the problem. So we have 3 minutes. If you have questions, I will take just 2 minutes to answer the question. And okay, it says it's long, like 4 years. I don't even know the name That is, he used again. And the time I had his number. Oh, 4 years, quite a long time. A lot has changed. Policies have changed, regulation, and a lot has changed. 4 years, quite a long time. Okay, you could, if that is up to 4 years, and you still need to be careful because they say the FBI, CIA can track people even up to 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, can be tracking one person, you know. But make sure you have the evidence that it was stolen from you. But I think I will advise you to report first that your account was stolen, just in case there be any issue on that. There is something that has to do with fraud with that account using your identity. Then you say, okay, you reported this to Instagram that your account was actually hacked or stolen. That would be the best. All right. You just your intention is just to report, don't follow up, so that if anything happens, you can tell them I reported this issue when it happened. Okay. If you have any questions, contributions, let me know. Yes. Thank you very much for joining us. You have questions for us, you are free. And remember, every Saturday we will be live every Saturday. If you want to be part of the program, you want to discuss cybersecurity with us, we have a particular field you want us to work on, or you want us to show you something in cyberspace, don't forget to send a direct message to us and we will schedule you for a live program. All right, all right. We will giving out data from next week. Every day we will give out data from 100 megabytes to 1 terabyte, from 1 day to 1 year data. Yes, we'll provide data up to 1 year, and you'll be able to use the data for as long as you can until it's valid. But it is not free. You have to be on the show, you have to listen, and then you have to answer the question. All right, this will be coming to you live from the International Cyberspace and AI Research Center in collaboration with Cybergon here in Abuja. So tell your friends, make sure you connect 2 p.m. on Saturday. I'll be here again 2 p.m. every Saturday, and lots of prizes will be won. So if you have any question for me, you can ask, and I have 1 minute. Thank you for joining me, everyone. And join me from the UK, Germany, US, Nigeria, Abuja, Lagos. And some Asaba boys also join. Yes, I can see. If you are watching from X, watching from Facebook, YouTube, from TikTok, yeah, thank you very much for joining us. I want to learn cybersecurity and particularly digital forensics. Yeah, that's a good field. That's a good field. But start from somewhere, learn the foundation, and then you have chosen a good path. That is nice. Digital forensics is good, okay? But there'll be lots of investigation. Now everybody's using a digital asset. Now investigation will shift from traditional investigation to digital investigation, and that will incorporate forensics. And there you will do well. All right, we are good seeing the future. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. My name is Ben Ugwaja. Ben Ugwaja. Yeah, I'm the lead consultant cybersecurity Cybergon here in Abuja, and I'm also a member of International Cybersecurity and AI Research Center worldwide. If you also want to join the research center, let me know, send a message, and the media manager will inform you on the best approach on how to do that. From me, stay blessed, don't get hacked like the governor.